So I always wanted to do a video about text, poetry, lyrics for composers. This video here is more or less about this, but still not my main video. Is not my main thoughts. So let's read a poem that I have here for you, and talk about other thing that's a little bit more urgent, perhaps, at least for my feelings, let's say. So let's read this poem. In shadows deep the city sleeps. Mist cloaks the ground. Secrets it keeps. Whispers of night in alleyways creep. Yet beyond the veil a promise does sweep. The horizon glows with hues anew. A tender dawn, the light breaks through. Golden rays kiss the silent street. In their embrace the darkness retreats. Hope is reborn with the morning's light. Echoes of dreams take flight in the sight. A world transforms with gentle delight. As night gives way to day, so bright. Okay, well, everything is fine. So this was composed by me. Okay, so everything is fine until you come to a very uncomfortable truth. So this poem was written by AI. Yes. And it absolutely not boggled my mind, but destroyed my mind. Let's say why. I am I was as an artist. I am born from poetry. Literally, I was first a poet. Okay, I don't talk so much about this. I was really let's say in a circle of the principal poets of my city. Okay, and I wrote a lot of poems in Portuguese, and I got a book, let's say contract here in Salzburg for a book of poems, and because of some issues this didn't came out, and it was in Portuguese language. So this is one of the reasons why I stopped now writing. I have distanciation from my mother language, unfortunately. So, and I focused on composition and philosophy. Okay, so but I have this background as a poet. Okay, it's a very special thing for me. It's a very it's actually my genuine connection to art. Okay, so when I read this, I got deeply impressed. So I don't speak English, maybe so good as you. So many of my subscribers, they are from United States. So I learned English alone. And but as I understand this, it's like, so it's where I could find such a beautiful verse like golden rays kiss the silent street. So this is it's a high quality of poetry. In some of my poems, I think I reached this quality, but come on, this is AI. And how did this came out? So I composed this piece of music, okay, and this is for an imaginary scene of my beloved Batman animation series. That is, of course, the best Batman. So and so I compose music for an imaginary scene, and again, as I'm always doing, I'm always retouching my template. And actually, my main thing is not this music now. I have another commission now going on, and this I did like quick thing I did in one day. So then I thought about it. Okay, let's upload this. I think this is a good thing for principally for clients. So short video, they love this. Okay, so then I was really thinking about taking the best out of this humble video for YouTube that I am doing here. And I always want to do this. So to attach some poem, or to give a better understanding for people who are clueless to understand. So you need to help people to find the imagination and the content that you are trying to express. And for me, the music is enough. The music alone without the title. Okay, if the music was well done. So then I am doing some experiments to understand how AI works. So this is really my debut in AI. I am as always new to the trend things. I don't like trendy things. And the reason why I came to this, because a platform that I use has this AI thing, and then I think, okay, let's try. Do you understand? It's like a invitation of the devil. Do you understand? So let me put some video here, for the video is not so annoying. Okay, let me put this video of me composing. This was made a long time ago. So it was hot as hell. It was a summer day, and so what I was doing, so I was testing the AI thing, and I thought, okay, why not? So let's give a prompt, some clear indication of what I am needing. So the likelihood that I could find a similar poem for this, exactly as I imagine, is low, because at now in this time I am not so, I'm almost dumb, so I'm not reading poems, understand, and I don't remember them, and I can't quote anything that would go in this direction. Perhaps a poem of Allan Poe. Then what I did a prompt. Let me show the prompt. Okay, so it's here. So the point is, I did a prompt, but is I didn't want AI to do a poem. So I am very like I don't know, I am very natural about this. So I really wanted AI to help me find a poem, a famous poem that works well with what I am doing. So that works well with this with the video that I am doing. So then I said, a beautiful short poem that fits to an epic film noir sunrise scene with a positive ending. It starts obscure, it ends with a hope. It's a musical montage, this scene. Okay, so musical montage is this panoramic moments in filmmaking where you give an overview for the story. This is a topic that I want to also to explore later with you. So certainly, here is a short poem that might suit your epic film noir right scene. Okay, then he writes, actually she said she's she. So then oh my god, so feel free to adjust, etc. Then I was really thinking it was done by someone, my friend. Then now who wrote this poem? So I asked, this is what I asked. So I composed this poem specifically for your project needs. So if so then I was really mind blown. Now then I asked later which technique what was used, and it's awesome how they show some things then I can understand as a poet. So the technique I understand, but the insight, the level of insight is very interesting. However, we can say that it is a technology that picks the best verses of the best poets out there, like Alan Poe, I don't know, Fernando Pessoa, and perhaps imitate even strictly some verses like Golden Race, Kiss the Silent Street. This is, I think, how the thing works. So I think some verses there they are entirely copy and pasted, but somehow the the mechanism finds a way to connect them coherently. Okay, it's like a collage. Now the question here that I would um, love to ask is, what do we do with this as a composer? Do you understand? So what do you do with this? Because see, the new thing here for you, I think I really I perceive this in both sides, as a composer and as a poet. So as a composer, I would not like stop and write a poem for this now, although this looks stupid, but it's not my focus now. I could do a poem, I could do even a beautiful poem, but I have to understand to manage time, and now my priority uh, is another the thing. I have a commission, so I have a student, I have other things coming out, and I do already my other compositions. So then it makes absolutely sense that you use the technology. So it's absolutely hard to stop. Now the problem is it cuts absolutely your it starts to attract you to a level of laziness that was never seen before. So it is just a fascinating it's a mega fascinating um, issue, and this thing will come to music at some point in time. You will find a similar type of counterpoint imitating Palestrina or something like this. So I don't want to give here solutions or answers, but to highlight how important is this question, and how important will be this to now for the discipline of philosophical aesthetics and music philosophy. So this is why in my course at the conservatory I tried so much as I could to lean towards philosophy, although I honestly feel out of shape now in matters of philosophy. Um, but I think this is the most important thing, because how can I ignore this poem? This is a question here that I also would like to ask. How can I ignore this poem? I did this in a very skeptical manner. I ordered a poem, so to say, very skeptically, and actually the poem is good. And then if you say it is AI, it changes absolutely the frame of your appreciation of the poem. This is also another thing. If I tell people that this is AI before I start the poem, before I start to read, some people will be very skeptical, I think, because they don't relate to a person, to a soul, to a personality. But if people believe that someone did this, they connect to the text better, and they read it with more attention, more connection. And this proves the quality of the poem, in my opinion. So if you are a poet and you find that these poems has low quality or a mistake, or it's like a dove. So tell me, because I would really like to understand how you think about this. English is not my language, okay? So perhaps I'm missing some weird thing like there, okay? And who knows? But I have the deepest aesthetic impression out of this out of this poem. Now I come with another thing. I come with another question still. So I made the prompt. I made the prompt. I want to develop this idea philosophically later. So I made the prompt. So the prompt is still the cause. It is in I would risk to call Aristotle here and to say that this is the formal cause. So the formal cause, this is what will give you the identity for the thing that is being created, and the efficient cause is the artificial intelligence, is the one who does the thing, who does the work, okay, who does the process. So okay, regardless of how accurate my Aristotelic analysis here is or not, there is something of this cause, and I call it the prompt, okay? So there is the prompt. There is something about this prompt that is inside of the poem, okay? As a form, as a substance, as the essence, as it is that the poem would not exist without my prompt. Do you understand the point? So I don't have 20% of the talent to create this poem in English so fast as this artificial intelligence did. So it was like in 20 seconds, okay? However, I gave the prompt, so you can call me a stupid that can't write a poem so fast, good like this, but I can give a prompt. So this is the only let's say space of freedom and creativity and perhaps talent that is left, okay, for in a world dominated by artificial intelligence, yes, in the next 1,000 years perhaps. Okay, so let's think in this about this scenario. So now the prompt, then we have to discuss about the prompt. So perhaps the prompt can be also very stupid and average, and anyone can do the prompt that I did. Then now this is the question. So is there something special about this prompt? Okay. So a beautiful short poem that fits to an epic film noir sunrise scene with a positive ending. It starts obscure, it ends with hope. It is a musical montage of the scene. Okay, nothing that actually you don't need to be an artist to do this prompt, but I think you need to understand art and know what is artistic, I think. Okay, so so here in my spontaneous reflection, I think it is like, in one hand, it looks like my prompt is just 5% of the value of the authorship here. So let's say give me please 2% of the authorship, because I initiated the process, you understand, and I give the idea. It's not a golden idea, but I gave the idea, and the rest of the authorship is the AI. Okay. it depends depending on how you understand the status of creating a prompt. Your look into the AI artwork will also change. Okay, so this is the discussion. So think about these things, because they will burn the head of composers very soon. Okay, and with poem they are it is we are cooked. So okay, we are cooked with poem and some types of image, but with text we are cooked. It is already somehow saturated. So as a poet, I don't know. I am going to Google now how the poets are doing. So you have to try to do poems that are absolutely still not in the data sets. Okay, this is the only way. So I hope this gives you an insight about some challenges that we have today and that we are going to have, and also perhaps some example of about how to think about it. So we are in a situation where perhaps what matters is really the message. Okay, this is the last thing that I would like to highlight. What if the authorship doesn't matter so much? What matters is the beauty of this perception that was communicated now through this poem. Okay, so why not? Because at the end of the day, it comes from my intention of really bringing to you to another type of perception that is an artistical perception, artistical experience of the world. So I try to show the beauty of this animation series, to show how is inspiring for new series. I hope that we have more series like this, like good adult cinematic animation. And so this poem does its job. This is what is the scary part. It does its job. So now if many people come with this poem now, with another poem, I think I don't know, I like this. I think I would not delete this. Okay, so just to show my excitement about this thing, so leave your thoughts, and you see me the next video. I want to do the video about cadence, okay, modal cadence, but I want to prepare a good worksheet this time for Patreon. And what is happening that I have work, so work as a composer, what's a good thing, and also as a teacher, so the people who want to learn with me, okay, so online. So this is why YouTube a little bit break now. So see you later. Let's finish with watching this, perhaps with a new perception that I gave with this word salad that I brought to you here today.